ask me, Michelle, how do you stay so thin with the busy, hectic schedule that you have and never really having had time to really prepare and cook a big meal? And what I tell them is I usually try to eat whole foods that are nutritious and that I can make quickly in either a blender or even eat a lot of raw food. My secret is a plant-based diet, which is great for everyone. I also incorporate lean protein, a lot of fish, a lot of chicken, which also is really good to build lean muscle. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make my favorite dish, which is called my green soup. And I'm going to make that up for you really quickly today and show you how wonderful it is. I have a lot of people that ask me about the green soup. Once they taste it, they really want more. So I'm going to put this out so everybody can see how to make it and they can make it on their own and actually have it for a great quick meal for dinner. So I'm going to start with 1 cup of organic spinach. It's pretty much like a handful of organic green spinach. Actually, I'm going to do about 8 slices of fresh seedless cucumber. It amounts to about 1/8 of a cucumber. I'm going to squeeze in the juice of 1 lemon. And again, this is a totally alkaline dish, so it's really great for the body to give it a break from all of the acidic foods and drinks that we drink and consume during the day. So having a perfectly alkaline dish at night will set the body back to more of an alkaline pH, which is where we want to be. And we just squeeze the juice of 1 lemon. We want to add 1 garlic clove to the mix, which will give it a nice flavor and texture and spice. They say garlic is really great. It's a great natural antibiotic, so it's really good for the body to consume that. We're going to go ahead and add half of an avocado. Now, I like to choose my avocados where they're sort of a little firm still and not completely ripe. A good way to check to see if an avocado is ripe is to actually make sure that it has the stem on it. If you pull the stem off a little bit, you can see how it's light green in color. That's a really great sign to look for. That means it's really fresh and it's going to be a good avocado. So then I will go ahead and cut that in half. And then you can see how beautiful and green that is on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and scoop out the half of 1 avocado. See how nice and easy that went into our blender. I'm then going to mix in approximately 3 tablespoons of olive oil, because olive oil is so good for the skin. Again, you've got your good fats in there. It's a low fat but good fat dish to make. So you've got your olive oil in there along with your avocado. Now I'm going to actually take a little seasoning and add it to the mix, so we kind of give it a little heat and a little spice. And this is completely to your taste. If you want less or if you want more flavor, feel free to add spices and seasonings here if you like. I'm going to add some cayenne pepper to give it a little heat. A little pink salt, because this is sort of unrefined salt with all of its minerals and nutrient value, which is actually a good thing to have. So I'm going to crush in a little of that. I'd say maybe quarter of a teaspoon of salt. And then a little bit of, I'm going to crush a little black pepper. All right. The last ingredient that we're going to do, the last 2 ingredients we're going to do is we're going to add in some 1 cup of hot water, which will make this a hot soup. Now during the summer when it's really hot outside and you don't want to eat something too hot and too warm, you can actually do this as a cool soup as well and just add a cup of 1 cup of cool water to it. But today we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix in 1 cup of warm water, which I've actually been cooking here and heating up on the stove. So I'm going to mix in 1 cup. 1 cup of hot water. ingredient we're going to mix in is going to be some cilantro, and organic cilantro. If you can find it at your farmer's market, that would be great. I would just put in a little bit of a handful of that, and then save a little extra for garnish in the end. Okay. We're going to put on the lid of the blender, and we're going to blend it up probably for about 30 seconds until it has a nice, smooth, even consistency. Now, if your soup, actually, if you want to make more servings, you are welcome to add in the other half of the avocado, which will actually thicken the soup up and give you more servings as well. So I'm going to add in the entire avocado. So I'm adding in the other half of the avocado. And let's go ahead and blend that up again. So we're done blending up our green soup. I'm going to go ahead and pour that into a serving bowl. And then you can absolutely just have a little garnish on top and before you serve. Add a little cilantro to the top and maybe a little crushed pepper. And voila, green soup.